I want to take you through Gig Harbor North and tell you some things that you should know if you want to live here. This is actually my neighborhood. And I'm also going to tell you a few things that might totally surprise you and some things that even my local friends don't know about. So stay tuned, let's cruise around. So I wanted to cruise you through Harbor Hill. I know I've talked a little bit about it in other videos, but it is the largest newer development master plan community in Gig Harbor North. What I love about Harbor Hill and what people that I know that live here love about Harbor Hill is that there are tons of playgrounds scattered throughout the neighborhood. It is super walkable. The HOA has decent standards, so you're not going to find any homes that, look like they need a lot of work or are poorly maintained. Friends of mine that have teenagers like it here and in Canterwood, which is very close to here, because their kids can walk to Target and Safeway, and they feel good about letting them do that here in Gig Harbor. Hey, if we haven't met yet, my name is Satya. I am a real estate agent who lives in Gig Harbor and works all the surrounding cities. I am also a mom of 2 boys, and I want to give you an idea of what it's like to live here and help you decide if you want to move here. Please like and subscribe. I make a new video every week. It would just not be right if I was telling you about Gig Harbor North and I didn't mention all the roundabouts like the one behind me. So I am on Borgen Boulevard right now. This side of the street has Target, that side is Costco, McDonald's, Home Depot, all of the things. But on Borgen Boulevard alone, there are 5 roundabouts, and the one right by the freeway is pretty intense to navigate if you're new at it. So just wanted to give you the real deal. Roundabouts are totally a thing. This is a fantastic Costco. But right in this little section here, we've got Costco behind me, and then we've got a Walgreens, Panda Express. We even have an urgent care facility, which is really nice for the kiddos. And then we've got some restaurants like the Pita Pit, Crumble Cookies. So a lot of convenience in this area for sure. Well, I am standing in front of one of the 3 elementary schools in North Gig Harbor, and behind me is Pioneer. This school is actually a STEAM school: science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And they do group learning a little bit differently. They're a project-based school, and they have combined 2 grades together. So this school is a little bit different. It is a public school. It opened maybe 5 years ago. And how you get in is if you're in the Peninsula School District, every March they have a lottery. And the lottery, you submit an application, and I remember the first year I tried to get in here with my kids. You watched it on Zoom, they called numbers. And I have some friends who have had success with getting on the wait list here as well. So really cool that it's a public school, but kind of a different focus, different way of learning. And it is kindergarten through 5th grade. So Pioneer Elementary. Well, if you're in Gig Harbor North and you want to grab a coffee, your options are kind of limited. And by that, I mean within a 1-block radius. You have 3 Starbucks, and this is the only one where you can actually sit down and have a coffee. Otherwise, you're looking at going to a breakfast spot in the harbor or one of the other fabulous cafes in Gig Harbor South. Well, I am coming to you from Doris Heritage Park. This is in North Gig Harbor, and it is our newest playground / pickleball courts and tennis courts. That way across the parking lot, you've got the Tom Taylor YMCA, which is an amazing facility. And right behind me this way, you have the Gig Harbor Sports Complex, which literally is, I think it's been open for 2 months, maybe 3 months. A brand new turf field for the city as well. Okay, so I am in Gig Harbor North right now at what I think is a very, very special place. It's called Butler's Farm, and it's family run. They actually live on the property, And as you can see behind me, it is so gorgeous. They have all kinds of plants, starters, tubers that you can purchase. And I'll bring you in to see the self-serve market they have. Little sprouting dahlias. Now, this is totally seasonal. So what you see in here will change throughout the year. They also have apples that are so tasty. Right now, I am walking through one of my favorite parks in North Gig Harbor, and that's McCormick Forest Park. Can you hear the birds chirping? It's very idyllic here. You've got a couple spots with picnic tables, you know, a place to gather and meet, do a birthday party or something. But mostly this 122-acre space is actually a trail system. So there's 3 miles of trails. You can stick to the flatter areas, or there's plenty of up and down if you want it. And this park is not for anything motorized. So you can ride horses here, ride your non-electric bikes here, but mostly you see people walking their dogs. In the summertime and also during school breaks, Penmet Parks, who keeps up this park, has a bunch of different camps here, which are really cool. I have my boys signed up this summer for a wilderness survival camp here. So they're gonna go around and identify plants and, you know, learn outdoor safety. So big fan of McCormick Forest. There is an off-leash dog park as well, right across the street. It's acres and acres of fenced runaround playtime for the little guys. And then there's also Rotary Bark Park, which is a trail right outside that fence where you can have your dog leashed to walk around. Right now I am standing in front of the playground at Sehmel Homestead Park, and my kids love this playground. There's a ton of swings, there are lots of fun things to play on. They've got like a rocking boat ship thing over there. And this playground is part of a larger park, which is absolutely massive. It, by the way, is spelled S-E-H-M-E-L. I remember when I moved here, I called it Sehmel for a long time. They have 3 gigantic baseball diamonds here that high school teams use and other teams use throughout the year, club teams. They've also got a brand new turf field. And as I mentioned, this building is the Volunteer Vern Pavilion here at Sehmel Park, and this is where they have community classes. Anything indoor that happens with summer camp happens in there. So again, a beautiful space, and really happy that we have this for our community. Okay, I have something that really might shock you. Now, right behind me is actually the largest women's correctional facility in Washington State. People refer to it as the Purdy Prison. And you wouldn't think that we had a giant women's prison here, but in fact we do. A lot of us that live here, we don't even really think about it. We just drive by it. It's close to a kids' gymnastics place and a couple schools. So weirdly, it's kind of not a thing, but it is here. One thing that I think is super cool, they have a lot of programs for women, but the most amazing one is the prison pet program. So you can actually board your dogs there. They also do grooming and training for service animals. So yeah, we've got a prison, the Purdy Prison.